reasons why I love you, but none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81. Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time. It's rock and roll to life.
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this Friday, the 5th of February 2021 edition of the video log. I appreciate the Green Tea team. Today we're going to be talking about the unsurprising approval of the 10 push-up gates experimental V-word 19 vaccine. This vaccine it's experimental, it is unproven, and it has only been given experimental use authorization. What is an emergency use authorization, EUA? This is from the FDA website. An emergency use authorization, EUA, is a mechanism to facilitate the availability use of medical countermeasures, including vaccines, during public health emergencies such as the current V-word 19 pandemic. Under the EUA, FDA may allow the use of unapproved medical products or unapproved uses of approved medical products in an emergency to diagnose, treat, or prevent serious life-threatening disease or conditions. What are the plans for continued monitoring of V-word 19 vaccines authorized by FDA for emergency use? FDA expects vaccine manufacturers to include in the EUA requests to plan for active follow-up for safety, including deaths, hospitalizations, and other serious or clinical significant adverse events among individuals who receive the vaccine under the emergency use authorization. And here it is being rolled out across the planet. And yeah, our government in New Zealand, we know they are in bed with, a little bit windy up here, we know that they are in bed with the Gateses, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Our Prime Minister is very tight with them.
That's why Professor Neil Ferguson, owned by Gates, funded by Gates, and Imperial College in London, funded by Gates, owned by Gates, came up with the computer models with the ludicrous projections of deaths, 2.2 million in America and 500,000 in Britain, to justify the lockdown, because the lockdown was essential to this plan to destroy the global economy. And people are starting to get it now. They're starting to realize that they've been lassoed, and we're starting now to gather together and push back against it.
The great David Icke there, just showing that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, their subsidiaries and companies that they are affiliated with, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, all of these types of things influence people. They are influenced in the Imperial College of London. There is a network. This is all part of a plan that is being pushed, and we are seeing many people awaken. Many people are stepping forward at this time, and with this vax rollout, people are questioning. A lot of people are questioning.
Well, what's happening all over the world is enough months have passed now. Early on, lots of people were persuaded there was a deadly virus, so they accepted lockdown. But as the months have passed, and their personal experience and the government's narrative bear no resemblance to each other, more and more people all over the world. It's increasing all the time. In country after country after country are realizing that they are part of a scam. They've been had.
There is hope. Keep our hopes up. Keep our chin up. Speak your truth. And we are seeing in New Zealand, and I know in Australia as well, and I'm sure Canada and other places will follow, there is this push at the moment for some sort of coerced or mandating of the experimental chemical concoction from 10 push-up gates. Shout out Mike Martins. They are saying now that people who apply for jobs in the elderly healthcare, working in old people's homes and cared living facilities, if they apply, they will be required to have this chemical concoction, unnatural, experimental, shot. And people on benefits in Australia, there is things coming into play where there is some mandating and requirements for them to receive benefits for certain other vaccines to be administered. It is this loss of bodily autonomy, and we see it with Qantas, the airline, wanting to roll out the you cannot enter Australia or fly on the airline without receiving that. And this is where we have to say no. We have to stand up. I have said it before. If it gets to a stage where they can administer or force or coerce people to take this, part of, we know the Gateses, their family, Bill Gates's family, is big, and they're right into world population reduction, eugenics. They would be quite happy for the population to decrease. This is a big part of his family legacy. So when your family legacy is about world population reduction for the elites, so we need to be aware that this is in play. This is in play. It's not just all about, so-called, caring and helping out people, as well as the fact that they're making billions, trillions of dollars selling this, and now they're going to have a market pretty much mandated. If the wave does not arise and stop it in its tracks, the wave of common sense, reason, critical thinking, freedom and choice, we need to really be aware of this is the time. And I know people are motivated because no one wants to see something forced on our young ones and our elderly. You imagine being an elderly person and knowing that you're going to be lined up to get this? Yeah, it is. I'm okay with people getting it, as long as there is a choice, and as long as there is no coercion or pressure or rights or privileges removed. If you make the choice to say a hard no, say, Bill, you and your family can take mine. You take it. You and your mates, you have it. Not this day. Not this day. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have courage. Speak your truth. Support each other. Have faith and have fun. Peace out. The green tea team knows.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.